She stepped out in front of my bike. I barely stopped in time. Tires screamed against asphalt. The engine dipped low, angry, like it wanted to keep going even if I didn't. Her hand was up, palm open. Her face was pale, not the pale of cold, but the pale of someone who'd been running longer than her body could handle. Her eyes were wide, locked on something behind her, not on me. "Please," she said. Her voice shook. "I think someone's following me." I looked past her shoulder. A gas station squatted on the edge of nowhere. 2 pumps, flickering lights, the kind of place maps forget. The highway stretched empty in both directions. No traffic. No noise. Except one car. Parked near the pumps. Engine idling. Headlights off. Just sitting there. She wasn't supposed to talk to me. No one does. Leather jacket. Old patches stitched rough. Tattoos crawling up my neck. The low growl of a V-twin engine still ticking hot beneath me. People cross the street when they see guys like me coming. I should have rolled on. That's what guys like me do. Keep moving. Stay invisible. Don't get involved. But her hand was shaking. Not dramatic shaking. Not loud panic. The kind that happens when fear has been sitting too long inside a body. "Can you just," she swallowed. "Can you just stay here? For a minute." I killed the engine. The sudden silence felt loud. She stood next to my bike. Too close. Breathing fast. Her fingers gripped the strap of her bag like if she let go, she might disappear. The car near the pumps didn't move. I couldn't see the driver. Windows were tinted too dark for that. The engine sound was steady. Patient. She kept glancing back. Lips pressed tight. Shoulders pulled inward like she was trying to make herself smaller. That's when I noticed her feet. Dirty. Red at the toes. A cut along her heel, still wet. That's when I knew. This wasn't paranoia. "How long's he been following you?" I asked. "Since the motel," she said. 2 towns back. Her voice cracked on the last word, like it hurt to say it out loud. I glanced at the car again. Still idling. Still waiting. She wasn't asking me to fix anything. She wasn't asking me to be a hero. She was just asking me to exist, to be something solid between her and whatever was sitting in that car. I've been that wall before. "Stay behind me," I said. She moved without arguing. Quiet. Pressed close to the bike, like metal and noise were safer than empty space. The car door opened. A man stepped out. Mid-40s. Clean button-up shirt. Jeans without a wrinkle. Wedding ring on his left hand, polished like it mattered. He smiled. That smile tightened my jaw. "Hey, Sarah," he said. "Time to go." She didn't answer. Didn't move. He walked closer. Hands in his pockets. Casual. Like this was normal. Like she just wandered off in a grocery store and embarrassed him. "Sarah," he said again. "Don't make this hard." I stood up. Stepped between them. "She's not going anywhere." His smile stayed. But his eyes changed. Measuring. "This is between me and my wife." "She's barefoot," I said. "And scared." He tilted his head slightly. "You don't know what you're talking about." Maybe I didn't. But I know what fear smells like. I know what running looks like when someone's been doing it too long. And she was both. He took another step. I didn't move. "Walk away," I said. He looked at me properly then. At the patches on my vest. At the scars on my knuckles. At the chain hanging from my belt. He thought I was the dangerous one. "You're making a mistake," he said. "Wouldn't be my first." That's when my radio crackled. Static. One sharp burst of sound from the police scanner mounted near my handlebars. He froze. Just for half a second. Enough. His phone rang. He pulled it out fast, like he'd been waiting for it. Answered it. Turned slightly away. I watched his face change as he listened. The smile vanished. His jaw tightened. His eyes flicked past me, down the road, toward the dark stretch of highway. He ended the call and looked back at us. "This isn't over," he said. He walked back to his car. Got in. Slammed the door. The engine roared louder than before. He didn't speed away. He pulled out slow. Deliberate. Like he wanted us to know he was choosing to leave. I watched the taillights disappear. Only then did she exhale. A long, broken breath, like she'd been holding it since the motel. I turned around. She was crying. Silent. No sound. Just tears sliding down her face while she stared at the ground, arms wrapped around herself. "You okay?" I asked. She nodded. She wasn't. "There's a shelter," I said. 30 miles north. "I'll take you." She looked up at me like she didn't understand the words. "You do that?" I didn't answer. I took off my jacket and handed it to her. She put it on. Too big. Sleeves hanging past her hands. It smelled like road dust and old cigarettes and wind. She climbed on behind me. Her arms wrapped around my waist, tight. Not like someone holding a rider. Like someone holding onto the last thing that didn't move. We rode. No words. Just the hum of the engine and the dark rolling past us. A mile in, headlights appeared in my mirror. Too far back to be sure. Then closer. She tightened her grip. "Is that?" she started. "I see it," I said. I didn't speed up. Didn't slow down. Steady pace. Predictable. The light stayed behind us for 3 miles. Then 5. Then disappeared. She rested her helmetless head against my back for just a second. Then pulled away, like she was afraid even that might be too much. 30 miles later, I pulled in front of a small building with lights on inside. Safe house. She got off the bike and stood there for a moment, like her legs weren't sure what came next. She handed me my jacket back. "Thank you," she said. I nodded. She walked toward the door. Then stopped. Turned around. "What's your name?" I didn't answer. She smiled anyway. So grateful. Then she went inside. I stayed there, watching the door close. Watching the light behind the curtains. A police cruiser rolled past the road at the end of the block. So, I wondered if it was already too late for him. I started the engine. Rode back into the dark. The highway was empty. Cold. Quiet. No one saw me leave. No one asked where I went. And tomorrow, no one will remember I was there. But she will. And somewhere tonight, a man with a wedding ring will explain why his car was seen outside a motel 2 towns back. I don't know how that ends. I just know I'll keep riding. Because sometimes, being there, just standing between fear and the road, is enough. Sometimes, it's everything.